Peterson family. Our dad, the three Peterson brothers, and our families farm together in central Kansas. Our family farm started in 1882 and has been raising cattle and crops ever since. Please subscribe to this channel and give us a like and a comment if you enjoy the video.
Okay, the replacement heifers, just called them out of the pen. They're gonna get their pre-breeding shots here today. The last couple weeks they've been eating just weeds in a pen and corn silage. This one for some reason didn't follow me out. Come on now. Shh, shh. So they got plenty of flush on them. Now, they were run on grass. Well, half of them were on grass over. So there's the placement heifers in there. I'm gonna dump them in this little pen. Well, there's feed in there. They're gonna eat all that up. I'm gonna dump them in this little pen and they'll be ready for preg check at 1:30.
It is Tuesday morning. Well, I guess it's Tuesday afternoon at this point. But cutting some down Milo here on my field. This Milo is kind of like that one soybean field where it had all the potential in the world and then it pretty much died. And it kind of cannibalizes itself when it dies, and it uses up its own stock, which makes it fall over. And yeah, there's parts of the field that are making 0, but then there's parts that are making probably 60 or 70, so can't complain too much. It definitely could have been a really good crop, but up here on the knoll and a few other spots, anywhere you can tell we've been cutting on the ground, that's it didn't do so good there.
Okay, preg checking is over. Here's the two culls. My dad and I already put back the good cows, the ones we kept. The one of them is shortbred, so it was at the very end before we pulled the bulls, and there's an older cow, so I'm selling her. The other one we think is open. She's a little bit younger, but I don't have any interest in keeping her, so we're just gonna put some weight on them in a heifer pen and then sell them on a Monday sale at Salina. So here's the pen of breds. They will go back out on the corn stalks. These two get to eat a silage ration. Here is the weaned calves. They're not even bellered anymore, and they haven't even been weaned for 3 days. I mean, they barely bellered on the first day, so they handled it pretty well. I don't know how many pounds of ration they're eating, but they've all but slicked it up from this morning.
Double time. Weed in there, fertilizer in the back. Drilling weight. There she goes. This is the new-ish, well, pretty new, Providence variety. It'll be some of the seed we keep for seed wheat next year, and we're drilling on where we chopped forage sorghum. Next I'll go to one of our second-year wheat fields. Sometimes we're drilling while we're cutting beans, but we basically have cut almost all the fields already, so this drill can just drill and drill and drill until we're done. Drilling into totally dry ground right now on this field. I'm hoping at the wheat stubble maybe there will be some moisture, but it's not very thick wheat stubble, so we don't have a whole lot of mulch there to hold the moisture. But usually we get some rains this time of year. There I go again, talking about the rain.
Harvest as often after having Brighton, and I probably will get in on it even less after baby number 2, who is due here in a week. But sometimes it works out for me to get a couple rounds in and to help out. And it worked out today because we are harvesting Greg and I's field right in front of our house. So that's what I'm doing. Greg's turn. I'll go get his load now. Brighton's riding along with him.
Okay, so I just took a load from Dad. Greg's cutting behind those trees. This is a little nook behind Greg's house by his wedding venue here. So I'm gonna go dump this, and then Dad and I are about ready to go home and do chores, and Greg will finish this up by himself with the one combine. We cut his whole field. Then we have two more small, well, two more, they're decent size, I guess. Double crop Milo fields over here. So a lot more bushels still to come. Time for a water delivery. We moved the water because they moved in paddocks, kind of, so. And we're gonna get the second tank out here too.
So I got moved across the road to this wheat stubble, so this will be second year wheat. There is still like no moisture to drill into, and they were lowering the chances farther and farther for what was supposed to be tonight, I thought, or maybe tomorrow night. Well, anyways, now the chances for Thursday night, and they've basically taken it out. And so I'm kind of wondering if we even should be drilling. We should just wait till we have something to drill into, but I don't know. Here I am. This is when we drill wheat in Kansas.
Okay, my dad and I got a pretty good sort. These are the last few we took off. They didn't quite make the cut. Those are the big ones there. So there's 61 right now. I have another one I want to add to them. We're gonna put these back in pin 9. These ones are gonna go to 8A. Some of those weigh close to 9, but there's a few lighter ones still sprinkled in. Okay, putting the finishing touches on. Putting these steers away, and then gotta feed 1.5 pins, kind of a little bit to 1 pin, and then I'm done. Now I can go help Greg cut his Milo. Okay, just want to give a quick shout out to this number 32 cow. She's one of my bigger cows. She raised twin calves this year. One heifer and one bull, well, steer, whatever. And now she's at the front helping lead the rest of these cows to their new water. And she bred back 5 months along, so she did everything. I take 100 cows like her. They're good followers, they raise a calf, they breed back. It's a good cow. Now, I don't have enough grass for 100 cows like her. Especially because she's on the bigger end, but I'd take her for sure. She's like 9 years old, so that's a good cow. Trustworthy cow. She's gonna do her job. Okay, they made it over here. This is the pen, the field that we had the fall pairs right after they calved on. So they had access to this water, and now that they're out at Miller 2. We're gonna let the spring cows have access to this water because it saves us a pin and a bunk line that we can put feeder cattle in by putting cows on this water that's split between the outside of the pen and the inside of the pen. Some of them must not be as thirsty. I just wanted to make sure to show them the water because you don't want cows to be walking around a whole 200 acres looking for water and they'll get into trouble. Because this water there was an electric fence across the middle. That's why a lot of those cows are stopping up there, because there was an electric fence there and they're nervous to walk past it. Crosby, we're not hauling anything till after lunch, buddy. Crosby loves riding the truck. He knows he's got a good shot to ride in it whenever it's got a trailer on it, because he knows it's usually a short trip coming back here. Ooh, I forgot about that cookie and muffin I took from my mom's yesterday. I'm gonna take that inside. We're putting weights on because the ground's so dry. Okay, Nathan and I got the weights put on the drill, which they're only needed because the ground is so hard because it just won't rain. So we got the weights put on the drill. He's gonna go back and drill. He just changed the oil in the drill. Well, not in the drill, in the tractor, cat tractor. And I'm heading to the field, Milo field, to help Greg.
So today we've been cutting the double team sorghum partners double crop Milo. That's a lot of words, but that's what it. Double team means that there's multiple things you can control in this Milo, and the sorghum partners that produce this is multiple partners coming together to produce this hybrid of sorghum. So, and we planted this after wheat, which is where the double crop comes from, is basically 2 crops in the last year. And we really like double crop Milo. It's definitely one of our best things we can do on our farm, especially if it rains. This year it didn't rain, so it didn't produce as well as it normally does. But between the wheat that we had on this field and the sorghum that followed it, it's going to be a pretty good profit per acre compared to any of our other rotations on this dry year. And so we're out here harvesting this, and the feature of double team sorghum is that you can control grass in your sorghum. And so we sprayed this with a grass herbicide, you may have seen in our earlier vlogs, and we're able to kill the grass. There's still a few pigweeds out here, but that's not, you know, one of the things you can control in sorghum yet anyway. Other than that, it yielded very, very well considering the circumstances.
Good trip, Crosby. I got another load to feed. My dad's finishing up his hay after he ran the starter load. I'm loaded.
We've got a new face in the grain cart today. BrookeAnna was running it 9 months pregnant yesterday. Now Mom is running it for the first time. She's never been in there before, so good job, Mom.
Okay, I'm loaded. I'm ready to go. I did have to finally shred my jacket, my sweatshirt, while loading them cattle. It's finally warm enough. The wind just makes it seem like it should be colder than it is. So this semi has made 2 trips to Cargill Elevator and 1 trip to the Farmers Ranchers sale barn, all by about 2:30. And now I'm gonna switch it back onto the hopper trailer and haul another load of Milo here. It'll probably have a grain cart ready to fill it right when I get to the field. So it's a full day in this semi. My mom hauled the first load of grain, and I hauled the second load of grain and the load of cattle. I got to watch the cattle sell because they were the last ones to the sale, which wasn't necessarily a good thing when your cattle sell last, but I did step inside and watch. They weighed 896. And so they weighed a little heavier, but they brought a little less dollars than what I was wanting. But they still brought over $2,000, so pretty happy with that. Still blows my mind I can haul in 1 semi-load of beef, and it was worth over $120,000 on 1 semi-load. So just a wild time.
There's a chance of rain tonight. It looks like maybe it's gonna maybe miss us, but it's kind of forming over us, which is kind of cool. There's Kendall and Dad over there. So BrookeAnna and I went to her baby appointment today, and they pretty much think the baby is coming either tonight or tomorrow. So I am super on call right now. Thankfully, I'm right by my house, so if I need to hop in the vehicle and leave for the hospital, I can. But for now, I'm hauling a few more loads since you know, might as well be productive while we wait. But we are packed and ready to go to the hospital, and just waiting for the call, I guess. That is quite the sky we've got going behind harvest.
Okay, so they've said it's supposed to be a chance of rain tonight all day. But I'm leaving that grain cart untarped regardless. I want it to rain. Rain on the grain cart, come on. Anyway, Greg brought a semi back, but he's about to have a baby. We're just gonna dump direct into the truck instead of into the grain, or instead of filling it with the grain cart. So my mom is watching Greg's daughter because they're probably going to the hospital. They've been for an appointment, and then I don't know. It sounds like they're going back. So she's watching her. So she's one of our truckers. Nathan is drilling wheat, and then Dad and I are in the combines. But the combines are making a lot more grain than 0.5 truckers can keep up with. I mean, I've hauled some grain, and my mom has hauled some grain today, but we're definitely behind on the trucks. My cousin Lucas might be able to come help us, and we're hauling pretty close loads now because we're close to Lenzburg again. But we're swamping the trucks. But pretty soon Dad and I are going to stop to go do chores, so it's pretty much only like another hour left of cutting. But we're going to try to get as much cut as we can because this spot is not on the ground, but there's a lot of spots that are falling down. Kansas Milo is falling down, falling down, falling down.
Well, it's raining, and BrookeAnna's having contractions. So it's time to go to the hospital.
Okay, it worked. I left this grain cart untarped, and I ended up having to park my combine and run over here and tarp it. So I was able to get the tarp on even though it was very full. I got a little bit of grain in my combine, and my dad's bin, he needs to get unloaded into the Tempty. But at least the grain cart's under the tarp now. We love the rain. I haven't been rained out doing like anything for a while. I mean, I've been sprinkled on, but this, you know, my sweatshirt got wet running across the field a little bit.
BrookeAnna's mom is taking Brighton to her house. They are just finishing unloading the last load over there after the shower stopped. And BrookeAnna and I heading to the hospital. How do you feel?
Excited.
All right, we are heading inside. There is a big old storm rolling in again. It's thundering. I'm carrying all the stuff. Let's have a baby. All right, we're in the delivery room. The second round of the storm is rolling in out the window. Baby's coming with the storm.
We got the wind, we've got the lightning. The thing we're lacking is real rain and moisture. Let's hope we get some of that. Come on, rain! Come on, rain! Not very good video quality, but it's dark. The sky is angry. And we're right on the edge because they're getting rain. And Lenzburg, I think, is getting rain. Greg's house, but we'll see about here. It's raining! Oh, it's actually raining. There's water running, it's gonna make puddles. We've had a 0.5 inch rain and a 0.4 inch rain. I hope this makes it over that. But those have been the two things getting us through for, I don't know what, 60 days or whatever. But it sounds so good. Okay, go on in.
Hello. Did you go into the mommy?
Thanks, honey. Wow.
Brighton, look.
Here, let's get her up here.
That's your baby brother.
His name is Steel. Yeah. He came out of mommy's tummy. Can you say Steel? Yeah. His name is Steel. Yeah, we've been talking about him for so long.
He's so cute.
Look, he's waking up. Is he gonna open his eyes for you? Wake up, Steel. His name's Steel. Can you say Steel?
Yeah. Dad's baby brother. I got it a good angle. He's so cute. Here, you can sit with
Oh,
that
good
was so
job.
sweet. You're opening your eyes.
Says mine don't open very good.
Oh, it's so bright.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Check out our music videos linked in the description. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, and explore our website, www.petersonfarmbrothers.com.
See you guys next time.